After cyclone Idai made landfall in Mozambique and Zimbabwe this weekend, Zimbabwean President Emmerson Mnangagwa had to cut short his trip to the United Arab Emirates. Mnangagwa is headed to Mutare, where the operation centre to assist the victims of cyclone Idai. The MDC leader, Nelson Chamisa, was also en route there. Now, let's get to more on the story. Our correspondent in Zimbabwe is Muzakirwa. Effort, thank you very much indeed for your time. Just confirm for us, firstly, this death toll, 83?
Good morning. Yes, indeed it is true. The number has kept on rising. We got a further update this morning from the Minister of Local Government, who has confirmed that the rescue, part of the rescue operations, they're discovering more bodies that have been found either floating or that have been trapped in some homes that have been destroyed by the cyclone. So he indicated that as of this morning, the number has risen to 83, to 82. And he says as the day progresses, they expect the number to increase further because there are some areas where they anticipate that a lot of people were trapped in the cyclone.
Effort, talk to us about some of the experiences on the ground when a cyclone Idai made landfall. Just talk to us about some of the experiences and what did people go through when this hit?
Well, a lot of people, in as much as government had issued warning alerts that there was the impending danger of a cyclone, a lot of people had not taken heed to the call and had not left their homesteads. You see, some of them are in low-lying areas where right now the areas are inaccessible due to flooding. A lot of bridges have been washed away in most parts of Manicaland, and they have had to deploy the army. So only a few people have come out, to just get the experiences. I remember I came across just one where someone claimed to have walked for almost 2 days to just get away from the trouble and to be in a safe place. So right now, I think a lot of people were caught unaware, or people that knew did not take the heed, did not heed the warning seriously, and were just taking lightly, thinking that it might not be as devastating as it has turned out to be.
You say the army has been deployed in order to help with the rescue efforts. Is Zimbabwe getting help from outside its borders?
An appeal was made for assistance from within and outside the borders of Zimbabwe. And the local government minister has indicated that they've already started receiving support. Yes, I can also confirm that both the army and the Air Force are working frantically to assist most of these either marooned or trapped villagers in Zimbabwe. So indeed, we also understand that there are Zimbabweans who are based in South Africa that have also started a fund to actually help some of these people that have been caught up in this cyclone.
What is needed, Effort, in terms of this appeal for donations? What is needed by the people?
Basically, everything humanitarian. People need food. Remember, their food supplies have been washed away. Some people actually need transport to be rescued. They are trapped. There is need for fuel. You understand that this rescue operation, some of the routes, the way to get to some of these affected areas, the routes have been lengthened by the fact that the easiest or the closest roads are barricaded or are inaccessible due to bridges that have been washed away. So there is need for fuel, there is need for food, blankets, there is need for medical care. There is also need for just moral support, for the people that are actually doing the rescue efforts.
Effort, what are weather forecasters telling you about the rest of the week? Can we expect more rain this whole week?
I spoke to the Meteorological Services Department yesterday afternoon, and they indicated that starting from late today or tomorrow, they expect the rains to actually subsiding, and they expect that the weather will normalize thereafter. But they're saying the effects of the cyclone will still be felt even as day progresses. So they expect around Wednesday, that's when they say that the situation might have actually returned to normal in terms of weather patterns or the weather cycle.
Effort Muzakirwa is our Zimbabwean correspondent, keeping an eye on things there. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Des?
While people in Christchurch, New Zealand headed for sites near the mosques to pay their last respects to the victims of the nation's worst ever terror attacks.
They came